It was like getting to the point where it was a little long from when I clicked go live to.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. I just realized what's going on with my curtains, but it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Ruby is ready, and Elsa is ready. I'm not sure who all read this, to be honest. I've been kind of in my own little hole. Also,
Yeah.
like the holidays. Now I'm sick. Like my husband's about to leave. We're just,
We're
the
just
days
here.
the days keep coming.
They do. And they
Daniel
don't stop.
No, they don't stop coming. This I keep seeing, but it's on the opposite side of my head than I think. Okay. Yay! Shelf This Book Club for the month of December, the last one.
And we're here in December.
Yeah, that's
us.
work. We read. What did we read?
Where the Apples Buried.
By Ray Nayler. Actually, can I say what we did when I first came on here?
Mm-hmm.
Martine and I did a really embarrassing, like I added both of us to the thing, and then we both said at the same exact time, "How you?" And then I did a big giggle. Yeah, we're really on top of things here. You know how it goes. Where the Axe is Buried by Ray Nayler. Martine?
Yeah.
You picked it. What's it about?
Yeah, I picked it. What is it about? Okay, it's about government and technology and freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of characters.
Because it's not like there's a cohesive plot, right? Or did I miss it? Was there a cohesive plot that I didn't see?
That's what, like, when I came here, I was like, I think I may have forgot everything about this book. But so I like recapped myself a little bit, and I'm like, I don't remember like a big ending.
No,
So
no. It was one of those books where like we were following so many perspectives and most of them did not at all converge.
yeah.
Which was interesting, but that makes it just really hard to describe what the book is about.
Well, and also like, just sometimes books are better in thought than execution. Like
Mhm.
maybe that's the case here. They were like, "Oh, I have this really good AI government thought,
Okay.
but the execution." Okay.
Yeah, like if somebody walked up to you on the street and was like, "You read this book, what's it about?" It'd be hard to talk about.
And that's what we're going to try to do.
Yeah, we're now going to spend the next however many minutes we're here trying to talk about it.
I literally have like close to no thoughts. There was some plot.
A little. A couple of them converged. Not all of them though.
All world building. Interesting. It better not be a series. It's not listed as a series, but it is a 2025 release.
Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be a
I don't think
series.
it's going to. But that would require me to reread, and that is not happening.
Wow, the initial reviews are not good.
Okay, maybe we just say what we rated this book that nobody is sure what it's about. Oh, yeah. Who else listened to the audiobook, I guess? Is the narrator good?
Okay, here's my weird story, is I technically read the first third of this book twice, because when I was a third of the way in, I was like, "Oh, like, I'm starting to understand who the characters are," but then I couldn't remember where they started. And so I was like, "But I'm interested enough to go back," so I listened to the audiobook at, like, 3 times speed, the first third of it, while I was playing solitaire for an hour.
Good job.
Refresh what had happened, and it was like, "Oh, I did read that." So I heard parts of the audiobook, but I mainly read it with my eyeballs.
Okay. I'm not sure, like, unless this has a full cast narration, which I doubt, that like too many perspectives would have, for me, been helped by audiobook.
No, the only reason it was like fine when I was listening to the audiobook was because like once I got a grasp on the characters, then I went back to the beginning.
Right.
And I think that was helpful.
Okay. Lizzie's just really dropping in here with.
Yeah.
Can I predict your rating?
Yeah, predict my rating.
Okay. I think You gave it, you usually come with more thoughts than what you're presenting now, so I think that you maybe didn't like it.
Okay.
At all. Like, maybe you gave it, like, a 2-star.
Okay, interesting.
Okay.
My prediction for you is that you gave it 2 stars. Because for a couple of reasons. 1, you didn't have any thoughts while you were reading it. 2, you give a lot of books for Shelf This 2 stars. It's like your rating of choice.
What's funny is, like, to me, a 2-star, like, the whole point of this book club is for me to try different stuff. And for me, a 2-star is such like a, it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
What's
No, you love a 2-star, so I'm predicting 2-star. I also just, like, having read the book, I'm like, this is not Bailey's cup of tea.
I do really like sci-fi, but this, was not my flavor. This was not my flavor, and I did give it 2 stars.
Yeah, okay, I gave it 4 stars.
Wow! And still have no thoughts?
Yeah.
Ruby. Wow. A generous 3, 2.5? I liked what it was going for, but I couldn't latch on to anything. But I wasn't sure if that's the audiobook's fault or not. Yeah, I agree. I will never think about this book again. I'm struggling to think about it right now.
That's fair. When I was in it, I was like,
no, I feel like there was some stuff. I should have pulled up my. Yes, thank you. Thank you. See if I highlighted anything, but the book may have been returned, if we're being honest.
But you can still see your highlights if the book has been returned.
I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first time ever.
I can show you how.
This is my first time on planet Earth. Oh, I remember. This is the only thing I cared about.
Okay.
Well, it's way late in the book. I have 3 highlights. Let me read them. Oh, I highlighted the quote about, like, where the title comes in. About the phrase "bury the hatchet."
That's always satisfying to me.
Yeah, of course, satisfying. Okay, but the only thing I cared about, not the only thing I cared about, but I think this is said twice in the book, and I think this is the second time where I actually highlighted it. That says, "A part of me matters in a place I'll never see." That's the only thing I cared about. I will think about this book again. Really?
Bailey's like,
the problem is something wrong with me, potentially. I'm only holding Brain's face for Heated Rivalry right now.
You are. This is not that, so it's not in your brain space right now.
Yeah, I'm, like, literally trying to read a romance right now, and it's, like, pulling teeth.
And can't.
No, it's like nobody's in love like that. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Danielle.
Okay. I'll say the most upsetting thing to me is that once I got the characters straight, I was like, great. I can't wait to see how this comes together. And then it didn't.
Yeah.
And I was like, but then afterwards I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, but also it's kind of just a snapshot of, like, how different political regimes are happening at the same moment.
Yeah. But I think that's also, like, not a good sign for the book, because I love, like, when I like sci-fi and I like fantasy, I love political sci-fi fantasy. And for this to, like, not get the intrigue from me really is not a point in its favor.
Yeah.
Like, it had my favorite thing and didn't follow through.
Yeah.
I think it had a lot of super fascinating ideas, but it wasn't very satisfying as a novel. I feel like that's what I was trying to say with, like, good concept, poor execution. The outline was better than the It did, though. Like, even if all the people didn't literally come together, we see how their lives and worlds were linked.
I agree, but when I'm reading a book with that many perspectives, what I really want to see is like a moment.
Especially, like, it's a standalone.
Yeah.
We are not the same. We are not the same.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, because that's the reality of the situation, right? Is like, we're always like, if we just break this system, then everything will be okay.
Yeah. Not true. Yeah, not true.
Not true. Are you with us right now, Bailey?
I am. I just like literally feel bad because I have no thoughts to contribute.
Do we want to talk about some of the different characters, maybe?
I feel like I can't.
Well, I'll try.
Okay, I love you.
We'll start with the first perspective that we met, Zoya, because most of this book revolves around a book that she wrote.
Okay.
Because she wrote this book. I forget its title, but it was referenced constantly. And like at the beginning of each section of the book, there was a huge quote from her book.
Yeah.
And the idea was like she was this revolutionary and she had lost a loved one through being a revolutionary. And she's now like in the woods, chopping wood, living her life. And some people come to her and they're like, we want your brain actually, and we want to inject it into the president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, her dad's POV, the something of freedom, right? Sure, yeah. The reclamation, that's what I was
I do not remember. Do not remember. I just know, like, I couldn't pronounce her last name, but she was there, and she was, like, out of the characters in the book, she was the figurehead, because they kept referencing, like, her book when you were in the Federation, her book was a death sentence, like, to have it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the ideas were so against what they stood for in the Federation. Bailey is not here.
I feel so bad that I literally have no thoughts. And even as you're describing this to me, I'm like, I read this a week ago, like not that long ago.
Yeah.
It's not a good sign, Martine, and I'm sorry.
The next character that we follow is Lilia.
Yeah, that's who I remember the most.
I would say she was like, she felt more main character to me than some of the others. Yeah, I feel like especially differentiating between the Federation and the Republic could have used some work.
Yeah, it was like a little text.
Because my problem is I'm so bad at paying attention to those things at the start of a chapter.
Oh, yeah.
And so for a while I thought they were in the same place, and then I realized that Nerlin was like somewhere else entirely.
That's you saying that there was a character that wrote the book, and I was like, I skimmed those. I didn't realize they were important.
They were. But you probably got most of them because they were like re-quoted in the text. Like a character would bring up a line from it, and that had been in like the line. But yes, they were important. Note to self.
Like it made sense to me when I was reading it, and now it's like gone. I wanted a map or like something grounding. Didn't feel her partner death at first. I thought was an interesting way.
Are you talking about Zoya? When we get like the memory of how her partner died in the protests. And she's talking about like moving on. Bailey's like, I'm not sure this was in the book. I agree. Federation and Republic are too similar. Yes, she was talking about Zoya. Yeah, I thought they did some interesting thinky stuff with Zoya, both as like her role as a figurehead, right? When she really just wanted to like live safely in the woods, and they were like, let's take your brain.
Yep.
But also the idea that her brain could infiltrate somebody else, which
I was understanding that, and I understand what happened with that at the end.
Yeah.
But why? You know, that's what I don't understand.
That's fair.
Okay.
Anyway, so Lilia was like, I would say one of the main characters, because a lot of the other characters we only followed because they were related to her in some way.
She was the main character.
Right. I would say everybody did, but I can't figure out how Nerlin was connected to her. So if somebody wants to fill me in on that, please do. But again, Nerlin was the only one who was in the Republic, and I was like, what's this dude doing?
Yeah, what is the relevance?
So yeah, Lilia, her father was like kind of a rebel situation. Who's who again? Nerlin? Nerlin's the one who like accidentally ended the world.
Okay, yeah.
He thought he was talking to Hazel. That's how they were pronouncing her name in the audiobook. But it was PMs that like
that did trip me up.
Yeah.
That reveal was like, oh, that's sad.
I was hurting for him. Yeah. Yeah, AI girlfriend and all AI girlfriends.
Okay, see, that was good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But like, how was he connected to the plot line of Lilia? Do we know?
Right, like why is it relevant?
I enjoyed his perspective, but it did feel separate to me.
No, I do feel like what you're saying is true. Is like, for some reason, he had to exist for the world ending stuff for them to like take. I don't know.
No, but they were in different governments, so like his ending their government didn't necessarily impact everybody else's in the stories.
This shit don't make no fucking.
Because like he ended the PMs accidentally, but everybody else in the Federation, they had a president, not a PM.
Oh, like the opposite, right? Like the government bad.
Yeah, I think the main point is showing like, okay, the opposite of this government is also not working. AI government not working, AI government also not working.
Okay, so the point of the book should have been the solution. Thank you. Bro. Yeah, me and Danielle are.
Here's the thing. When I was reading it, I was like, yeah, like the writing had me.
I did feel it a little more when I was reading it.
Describing it.
When did you finish this?
Yeah. Did anyone have a favorite perspective?
I asked a question.
What was the question? I didn't.
When did you finish this book?
Like 2 days ago.
Okay, so it's pretty fresh in your mind. Because I'm like, you've read a lot of books. Me saying, when did you finish it? And then be like, let's move on. Like, you've been weird about it. Oh, good job, Danielle, because didn't you just start it yesterday? It was a really hard question. Someone trying to break into this room? Yes, baby. It's locked. She just says, yeah. Okay. So we should just go live in the woods and be happy.
That didn't work for Zoya either, right?
There's no solution to any.
There's no solution. It's all bad.
Problems that were presented, there's no solution.
It's just bad.
Other than don't get an AI girlfriend.
Yeah.
The advice I took from this.
That was the main.
Like, I might not take it.
Other perspectives we had, Palmer, he was Lilia's boyfriend. Important point about Lilia, she had made these weird things that could influence what people did.
One moment.
Okay.
Oh, Chris is here to retrieve the crying baby. Oh. He just said she's working. I'm working so hard, Chris. You don't even know. This feels like the opposite of Becky Chambers. I also don't like Becky Chambers.
I do like Becky.
Like the opposite in what way?
Is this meant to imply that Becky Chambers writes no stress for a long period of time? Is that the opposite of that?
Because I don't feel like that's true. Danielle, we may no longer be on the same page. Our pages have turned. Yeah, I feel like it was broadly hopeless. Read government. But it did show something like good about connection to friends and family, etc., etc.
I also just think like it is nice in fiction sometimes that we can pretend that like there's a solution to things. But on the other hand, it's nice to be realistic sometimes and be like, nah. Because I feel like if we only ever fully live in that fictional world where everything can be solved, we feel particularly hopeless about our world.
Yeah. Right, like why can't our problems be solved?
Hopeless punk is crazy.
Hopeless punk. Wow. I actually don't think that's what I need in my life right now.
That's fair.
Anybody watched Heated Rivalry?
No. Yeah, like some quotes to demonstrate this hopeless punk would be like 100 years before you thought you could change things, the best of us had already died trying.
Ouch.
Ouch. Ouch. Nothing good ever happens. Good only exists when nothing happens at all.
Ouch. Is the author okay?
No.
He was like, I have some deep thoughts. Instead of going to therapy, I'm going to write an AI government book.
Yes, AI government book. So anyway, Palmer was Lilia's boyfriend. And he was trying to smuggle these machines that could control people places. And then he was killed by bees for some reason. There were a lot of insects in this book. Did anyone notice that? What was that about?
No, I didn't notice that.
It kept being like the ants spelled out a message for her, and then he got killed by bees, and then there were like...
Maybe I did notice and I forgot. But to me, that's like, I would have got the vibe that it was the government watching more. Like the insects are, you know how like birds aren't real?
Sorry, Elsa, wasps.
I like the insects. Wasps. Oh.
I feel like Danielle's cooking.
You really ate with that one.
I think
colonies and hive minds.
If I had to explain one reason this got a 4-star for me when I clearly can't form a single coherent thought about it, I just lost my train of thought.
Why are we like this right now?
What was I thinking about?
Hive mind colonies. Liked it so much, but can't form a thought. Why is my hair doing this?
Okay. I had such a good reason too. I felt like I was gonna make so much sense.
Yeah, it was gonna be deep.
It left.
What? Oh, okay, I understand. I think I need to leave. No, please stay. That's my whole one thought.
Anyway, what was her dad's name?
I don't know, but he...
Oh, Vitaly.
Exists in her mind forever.
Yeah.
That hurts.
And then we had Nikolai and the president. Nikolai was taking care of the president, which was really just like the same person regenerated over and over again.
That was weird to me.
But was very like we see what's happening in our country today type thing.
It was like the vibe of like this person is not actually like anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't worry. We've shared 2 singular thoughts so far.
We don't remember much, and I finished it 2 days ago, Cheyenne.
I was getting caught up on 2 times. I enjoyed this book, but I have to say that I don't remember much about it 2 months. Even as Martine's explaining it to me. I've had like brief, oh yes, I remember these things, but
hold everything. I remember what I liked about it. For some reason, I cared enough about it to think about it and try to understand, even though I didn't. And to me, that's a sign of a good book.
Wanted to know.
I don't need it to make sense if I'm interested in why it doesn't make sense.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I get what you're saying.
Usually, I would never go back and read the first third ever again.
Yeah, that's crazy business.
Like, but I wanted to know because I was reading about Nerlin basically in the moment when Nerlin was like, oh my God, AI girlfriend, and I just ended the world. I was like, you did what? That was on page, wasn't it? I don't remember that. Flipping back to the start to watch Nerlin end the world. Because I was so focused in his early chapters on the fact that, like, they kept increasing the price of something. And he was there like, I just work in this office.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are we following you for?
I'm just a girl.
I'm just a girl. And so, yeah, that was the good vibe for me of like, I still cared to figure it out, even though I had no idea. Even right now, like, I clearly keep jumping in with like, but then this perspective, even though like nowhere to go, like my brain wants to hold on to it.
Yeah.
Which usually, if I can't understand a book, I'm just like, I don't care. But I still cared.
I think that there was too many perspectives. Like, that's just the end of it for me. Like, it was just, I couldn't, what were we supposed to be learning about?
And yet, like, I think story-wise, it would have been best to get rid of Nerlin, but also I think Nerlin was maybe my favorite character.
Cheyenne just said something good. Yeah, I was interested about the AI girlfriend and how he accidentally ended the world. I said this in the Discord chat, but the one part that stuck with me was the part about how ads look back at us when we look at them. I find that so interesting.
That was crazy that they tracked Palmer because they were like, at some point he'll make a decision.
Right.
We'll know where he is when he does.
Right. I think that's a good like thing to get your brain thinking about with how even like our world obviously works.
Yeah.
Because like the algorithms be going hard these days. Like the union being a place where you're free, aka only being watched to sell you stuff. That's not free.
Mm-hmm.
When Lilia was like, I miss the West where we are only watched in order to sell us things. Yeah, wow. Wow.
And so really, I feel like instead of a necessarily cohesive, all going in one place thing, it was like snapshots of different realities and how they're all messed up.
Yeah.
Again, hopeless punk, if you will.
Yeah, I kind of want to like search. That's not a real term. Can we make it a term so that I can find a list? I feel like the comp is, if I ask for a hopeless punk, people would recommend me like A Little Life or something.
Yeah. I'm also thinking about the fact that one thing that usually irks me in like dystopian books, especially if you go on to make it a series and add more and more books to it, is it'll be like the first government's broken. So then they change everything. And then to continue the series, they're like, well, this government's broken. And this just showed us this all at once. We're like, you think you solved it by doing this. You didn't.
That just gave me a thought bubble about, are we reading Divergent next for throwback? Because to me, that's a series that's very like, we conquered the government and now what?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was my thought bubble.
Okay. Danielle hopes so.
Okay. But the alternative to that was my favorite series of all time. So
right. The next one will be dystopian regardless. So you're welcome. This conversation set that up for you. You'll notice that they offer a solution and you're like, well, there's probably an issue with that solution too.
I have been craving, I want to be in my like adult dystopian era. There's like a couple things that came out in 2025 that I've had my eyes on. And I thought this was going to scratch an itch. It didn't.
That's unfortunate. I was in it. I think, okay, to be fair, there was also, I don't know why I got this vibe, but at the time that I was reading this book, I was also watching a lot of like compilations of Criminal Minds moments.
Okay.
Bear with me.
Right.
I'm preparing my class for legal psychology, and so I'm trying to get like examples of different things. Okay. And so I was watching clips, and I was watching a lot of Spencer Reid compilations because he's obviously the best ever. I don't know if you're familiar with Criminal Minds.
Not really. Should I be? Should I make myself?
Yeah.
Okay. Like it's like.
Anyway, so for some reason, I don't normally picture people. Like when I read books, I don't picture them.
Okay, same. Retweet.
Like words in my brain. For some reason, and this is not correct, like their characters had nothing in common, but my brain was putting Nerlin and Spencer Reid as like the same. They're not. But my brain was imagining it that way, and I love Spencer Reid, so I was like, I love this Nerlin dude.
Interesting.
Don't know what that was about.
Okay, Cheyenne, I have read The Tusks of Extinction by Ray Nayler and would recommend it. It's a novella, and it's also weird and a little confusing, but it's short. It's a little easier to digest.
I would definitely read books by this author again, especially because one of the main things I liked about this was the writing.
What did I give? Let's look at the good old compile. Yeah, writing was one of my highest categories, and enjoyment was one of my highest categories. Intrigue, 2. Intrigue and plot were my lowest. Thanks.
You were not intrigued. I was so intrigued. I had no idea where it was going. Of course, I don't think it really went anywhere, but I was intrigued about where it might go.
I'm confused. What's on the adult dystopian plate? Bailey, I'm interested. Isn't
The Merge?
The Merge? Isn't The Compound? And isn't there's another title I'm thinking of, but it might be false, so let me clickety clack. Yeah, that one's not dystopian. Sorry. Why is Google like this? Why is there a bestdystopianbooks.com? That's what I want to know.
For fun.
Oh, is the new Andrew Joseph White is on that?
Oh, interesting.
The first adult horror? Okay. There's a title.
Horrifying, so I get it.
Title at the tip of my brain. Yeah, see? Things that better be good.
I'm sorry this wasn't for you.
It's okay. I think that I'm expressing it like I had a worse time than I actually did, like, while reading it. Like, at no point was I like, I wish I could DNF this, like I was when I read Northwoods.
I don't think you're coming across that way.
Okay. I think I'm just
coming across in your normal 2 stars way.
In time. Yeah. It makes me feel dumb. Because I do think a 2-star for me is like I didn't understand this book a lot of the time.
Yeah, I again, there are books, and I think this differs from person to person. There are books that don't make sense to me that I hate because I didn't get them, and there are books I don't understand that I still loved because I was like,
that's the point.
Something in there.
I feel like this was kind of in between that for me.
Right. And so I totally get that.
Like it didn't piss me off, but I also wasn't like intrigued enough.
That's fair. Yeah. Ruby, shout out to you.
Yeah. Shout out to Martine for picking another Shelf This book. How many are we in? We're in like so many. 4? Was this your 4th time?
I think so. I'm trying to remember. I picked Handmaid's Tale, picked Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Did I pick another one?
I feel like you did. I can look very easily.
Check the spreadsheet.
Yeah, that was a list of books I didn't enjoy.
Also giving the one compliment she can. Oh yeah, The Anomaly. Thanks, Lizzie.
Oh yeah, that feels so recent.
It does.
Because we're getting to the point where it's like we're getting close to 2 years between picking.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I should run some kind of stats of like, not that I'm the most important person, but stats of like which people who have picked that I have enjoyed theirs the most. Because like some people,
every single one of my picks 2 stars.
I've hated mine own picks the most.
No, I know. I don't take that personally. I'm just saying, actually, if you were curious, I think you've given every single one of mine 2 stars.
Interesting.
Nope, not The Anomaly. I think you rated The Anomaly. But the other 3 you've now given all 2 stars.
Yeah. Notice my snide remark about, oh, that was a list of books I didn't enjoy. Honestly, Elsa may be picking again soon, and she's only picked once, and I gave it 5 stars, so she's winning.
Yeah. So I'm anticipating Elsa's next pick.
Me too. Gonna come at us with something good, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of picks, do you want to talk about next month's pick?
I do, yeah. One moment. Let me pull it up. I am not on Goodreads anymore. I'm on bestdystopianbooks.com.
If you just happened to me with longer hair, it would be like next month's co-host is right here.
Is she home?
She is.
We're reading All at Once by Katharina B., which is a summer romance in Spain, which is going to be very...
Obviously, we're reading it in January.
Yeah, and we're obviously reading it in January. It's like her college crush's best friend, ? On a trip, ?
I don't know. She says, I was talking to her about it the other day on our walk. No.
Oh, okay.
But we were talking about her pick the other day, and she was saying, like, she's been wanting to read this one for a while.
She did tell me that when she picked it. So hopefully it hits.
Yeah. Meanwhile, like, when I was asked again to do this, I suddenly threw out every book I'd ever heard of and started searching other books instead.
Right, like, let's pick something I'm not actually excited about. No, I praised you for picking something recent.
Yes, because that's not my MO. I don't think so. No? I'm so sorry, Ruby. Because that's Michaela's MO, is picking something from Kindle Unlimited.
I'm just like checking the library scene. Yeah, no such luck. Let's check Lizzie's card because it's usually the best one. Yeah, no such luck.
So if anybody's getting their like 1 month free of KU.
Oh, true. It was it's usually like you can grab it for 99 cents, but
might be a good time to grab it.
I think I got like a 3 months for 99 cents.
I just pay for it every month because I use it enough.
This book is out.
It's been out.
Yeah, January 25. We are entering the January of 26. So it's out. I type dates all day, and I do stumble over the year change.
That's
okay.
Fun. So yeah.
Hooray. That was the enthusiasm I have for the day.
That was honestly the most chaotic live show discussion I've had.
I had so much fun being giggly about having no thoughts. And I'm sorry. My apologies.
No, I had a great time. I'm just like, what happened just now for the past 40 minutes?
I think I had a little panic about 10 minutes before this of the realization that I didn't remember anything.
Yeah. But it is
so remind me to only read, I can only read 1 hour a day in 2026. So it's going to have to be close to when the live show is. And it won't have other books muddling my brain.
Yep.
Ready to read something else. Okay.
Great.
All right. Toodaloo to the friends. See you next year.